The Supreme Board of Judges and Prosecutors, HSYK, on Monday ruled for the dismissal of the judges who ruled for the release of journalist Hidayet Karaca and 63 imprisoned police officers who have been kept under pre-trial detention for months, Turkish news outlets have reported. According to the NTV website, the second chamber of the HSYK convened on Monday morning for a meeting regarding an ex officio investigation into the Istanbul 29th Court of First Instance Medan Özçelik and Judge Mustafa Başer from the Istanbul 32nd Court of First Instance. The HSYK inspectors suggested that the board discharge both judges, according to a preliminary report on the release of Karaca and the police officers. After convening on Monday afternoon, the HSYK board ruled to discharge both judges. The judges have also become target of the pro-government media. In its main story published on Monday with photos of Özçelik and Başer accompanying it, the daily Yeni Akit highlighted the judges as being the ones who ruled for Karaca's and the police officers' release, saying, "Dismiss these traitors." Karaca was detained as part of a major media crackdown on December 14, 2014, while the imprisoned police officers were detained in operations starting on July 22, 2014 on charges of spying and illegal wiretapping in two separate probes. The officers were later arrested. Lawyers representing Karaca and the imprisoned police officers have several times petitioned the penal courts of peace, requesting a replacement of the judges hearing the cases at these courts on the grounds that they acted on political instructions. Their requests were repeatedly denied. When the lawyers made their most recent request for a replacement of the judges, one of the penal judges of peace, HSYK, told them penal courts of peace are not in fact authorized to examine requests for replacement of judges at these courts, telling them to file their requests with the courts of first instance, which are above the penal courts of peace in the judicial hierarchy. Lawyer Ömer Turanel, who represents some of the imprisoned police officers, wrote on his Twitter account that Judge HSYK showed us the way for the release of their clients. Since penal courts of peace are newly established courts, there is ambiguity surrounding the scope of their authority. The lawyers then petitioned the Istanbul 29th Court of First Instance for a replacement of the judges hearing their clients' cases at the penal courts of peace. The Istanbul 29th Court of First Instance accepted the lawyers' request on April 20 and commissioned the Istanbul 32nd Court of First Instance to examine the lawyers' requests for a release of their clients, and it ruled for their release. A copy of the Istanbul 32nd Court of First Instance's decision for the release of the 63 suspects was shared on Twitter by the lawyers. The court said in its reasons for the ruling that the suspects should be released as there is no concrete evidence that requires their arrest and that they are not likely to flee the country as they did not attempt any such action and had surrendered to the police themselves.